All right, let's take a trip to Absurdistan, a.k.a. the Parc de France. Jules, I don't know where to begin with that defeat to Lorient. Is it Achraf Hakimi's completely needless red card?
Yeah.
Is it Kylian Mbappe's goal where the goalkeeper puts the ball down for no reason, thinking it's a goal kick or something? Or is it Lorient's third?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, the Hakimi red card is completely pointless, and that was after 20 minutes. The Mbappe goal is incredible, really, because Mvogo, the Lorient goalkeeper, has the ball in his hands because PSG just attacked. Kylian almost scored, almost pretty much. But Lorient's keeper and the player think that the referee has given a free kick for them.
Right.
So he puts the ball on the floor to take the free kick, except that the referee hasn't given anything.
Yeah. If the whistle doesn't go, it's not a free kick.
So Mbappe takes the ball, put it in an empty net.
Yeah.
Lorient go mad. They're saying like, hang on, we heard you blowing your whistle. And the referee said, no, I didn't. So I can't take away the goal. I have to allow the goal. I can't disallow it because I didn't give anything. And then the third goal, PSG are 2-1 down. They've just luckily escaped the third one. And they go for a corner. Everybody's I don't even want to think about it.
Fine video. Verratti has the ball. Verratti, the player who's on the ball should never be the last player on the pitch.
last man, no.
Literally every single player except for Donnarumma is ahead of him. So when he loses the ball, it's just a mad scramble back. I mean, it's horrendous.
It's terrible. And this PSG team is a terrible team. This is the worst team with the worst manager since the QSI took take over.
We have new Coupe de France champions, Jules. Toulouse destroy Nantes 5-1 to celebrate their first major trophy in a long, long time, unless you count their all the time they won Ligue 2.
Yeah, no. The other one is another French Cup back in 1957. So well done to them.
24 years before Paris Saint-Germain was founded. Sorry, 14 years.
Yeah, less than that even. Incredible, really incredible. They were 4-0 up at half-time, which is the biggest like score gap, if you want, in a cup final. Nantes have now lost the 1973, 1983, 1993, and 2023 finals in the cup. There was just one team on the pitch, and Toulouse scored really early, 2 goals on set pieces from Logan Costa, who's a player, fascinating Gab. He's a Paris-born and bred player, which is really good, a centre-back, who's only played pretty much this season in the French Cup. Because the two starter centre-back in the league, a bit like a goalkeeper, have never been injured, never missed almost anything for Toulouse. So they've played every single minute, pretty much. So Costa is a really good young centre-half, a bit like a reserve goalkeeper, only did with the French Cup, basically, where he was playing. But he's played every single game, scored 2 goals in the final, in Saint-Denis, where he grew up, which is an amazing story in itself. And then for Nantes...
And both centre-halves are fit.
Yeah, but he's just like, I
get it when you have that policy with the keeper, maybe you're superstitious or whatever, but it doesn't make much sense to me because then...
I think they wanted to give him game time because he's really promising. So they thought the Coupe de France is a good, but maybe they never thought they would go that far.
Okay, but now they know that they're going to avoid relegation, so why not play this dude in the league?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay,
maybe we play now.
Who
But it's
am I
still
to
a
question?
wonderful story.
Right.
In what was quite a toxic final, Macron was there, but didn't want to say. Usually they say the president, whoever that is, say hello to the players on the pitch. He knew that it would create chaos in the stadium because everybody would boo and boo and boo. So he did it near the dressing room in the tunnel, which was really weird. It was a strange final, but in the end, well done to Toulouse.
None of the players booed him, right? As far as we know. No. Okay.
Imagine, that would have been even better. But Gab, Toulouse are owned by Redbird Capital, who also happen to own AC Milan. And Toulouse are now qualified for the Europa League next season, and it is very likely that the Rossoneri will also qualify for Europe, potentially for the Europa League. So what would happen if they both qualify for the Europa League?
And even if they qualify for the Champions League, of course, they could drop into the Europa League later.
So,
I don't know. This is a really, really good test. Now, when it happened last time around with Leipzig and Salzburg, essentially... they went and they basically made Salzburg kind of reorganize themselves in the relationship with the sponsors and so on. I don't know if you can do this now.
You can't do that here.
And also, in the case of UEFA, you heard Chefrin's words about multi-club ownership in the context of Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester United. If the Qataris win, he said, well, we have to see, blah, blah, blah. I would get out in front of this right now and come up with some sort of rule. You don't necessarily have to ban one of the two, but you maybe created dispensation, they only meet in the final or whatever. You find a way to do that, or you rewrite the rules. Because otherwise, from where I'm sitting, and they haven't rewritten the rules because the rules weren't super clear before.
Yeah.
So this is another thing that we're going to have to keep our eye on.
Definitely.
Marseille are still alive, Jules. They come from behind to beat Angers 2-1. Angers, who needed the points to stay up. Sorry, Auxerre.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Angers because of the cup final that they lost 6-3 in 1953, was it? 1957.
Masterclass.
And they're 5 points behind Paris Saint-Germain. You're getting a little nervous.
Of course I am, because as I said before, this PSG team is the worst.
Anything can happen.
It's the worst that we've seen in recent years, with the worst manager that I don't want even to say his name, the Marseille guy, I'm going to call him. Well done to Marseille, because they were a goal down, and I mean, it would have been a miracle for Auxerre to win that game at the Velodrome, packed with tifos and choreography that was wonderful. And again, Alexis Sanchez, who's been so good for them, scoring
his highest goal scoring total
scoring
in
a very important. And you know what? I watch him play, and he's so good. He's 34, and he's so good. He's so above everybody else in that league. I mean, apart from the big stars, but everybody else, it's just wonderful to see. Every run, every touch, first touch, his intelligence, the football IQ, the energy that he has at that age is amazing to see. Such a great example.
Bit of love too for the Undertaker, no?
Yeah, Cengiz Ünder, who's still a bit hit and miss at times, but good in this game. Next weekend is huge, Lens against Marseille, which will be the kind of playoff final, if you want, for second and third place if Lens beat Toulouse.
Or if Marseille win, they keep
Tuesday.
the title hopes alive.
And that as well, or even Lens if they beat Marseille and PSG. So it's going to be great. And 5 games to go. It's almost the kind of final sprint that you would want for Ligue 1, not if you're a PSG fan.
Can we call Cengiz Ünder the poor man's Kvaratskhelia?
You can, although it's not the same foot, not the same wing.
Poor man's Harvey Barnes.
Oh my God, that's even worse.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.